Hey guys, it's Sam from Elvis Duran of the Morning Show, and I am here at the play that goes wrong. And it's exactly what it sounds like, a play where everything goes terribly wrong and it's accidentally a comedy. So I'm going to be moseying around with Matt Walker and Brent Bateman, and they are going to show me the ins and outs of this show. Come on, let's go.
Oh yeah, sorry, I have to.
Sorry.
Yep. Oh, yep, I'll call you back.
Okay, timing. Hi, Sam.
Brent.
Nice
Welcome,
to meet
Sam.
you, Brent. How you doing, Matt? Sam. So these are the two guys that I am going to trust with my safety, and I say that because this set can't be trusted. Slightly alarmed.
Nor can we.
No, great.
Welcome, please. Come backstage and see where the magic happens.
Everything's fine.
So you've got top quality drops here to show you the illusion of Haversham Manor. We've got our winterscape behind the window there so that when the curtains open, you can see that we're in the midst of a mighty snowstorm.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We've got several different types of naps here that are used whenever people get hurt, each with different sort of tones depending on what kind of contact is being made.
Sure. So this is a slapstick. Some people don't know that this is what slapstick comedy refers to, is a device that makes the sound effect. This is called a slapstick.
I didn't know that.
So that when you get slapped with something on stage, this sound happens. Right? Amazing.
Something.
So with the amount of contact that there is in this show, we use a lot of different kinds of these throughout. Some other properties are stacked up over here. It seems chaotic, but there is an order to everything, and things cycle throughout the show. You've got the pills there, you know, yes, to stop her from having her episodes.
Definitely real pills.
Very important pills. The keys, the masks, and all that sort of stuff. We all keep it in order here, and there's another table that matches this on the other side for things that walk on from there.
It's a prop dance.
Yeah, now very important to us, well see, this is the calling stage manager station, so everything that happens on that stage, and as well with lights and sound, and anything that moves throughout the show is being called by the production stage manager sitting here.
Oh my gosh.
On headset. And so she's watching all of these screens for timing to make sure that we're hitting our marks so that when bad things happen, we're in the right place when they do.
With the pacing of the show, she can't even sneeze.
No, it's
she might miss something.
It's the most intense job in this show for sure, and that's saying a lot because we all have pretty intense jobs.
Yes,
but this is the brain center of the whole operation is right here.
That is incredible.
Actually, cameras sort of hidden all around the stage. These only show 2 of the views, but there are maybe 5 or 6 different views of different angles just to make sure people are where they need to be for certain moments to happen.
That's right.
Well,
What
looks like it could do
what happens if you?
I don't know. Is it locked?
Is it just
look
a,
at that!
the beautiful? This is a wonderful Young Frankenstein reference. Anyone who just.
Keep going.
Nope, I'm out. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. She's fine.
Everything's okay.
So here we are, and if I'm just getting in this elevator, I'd hop in here and close these doors.
Right.
And in your mind, an actual elevator
Oh my God.
lifts me up to the 2nd floor, when in fact there's some secret stuff going on back here.
Son of a bee.
We've got a false door that looks like the inside of the elevator panel. So that if I have to go from here and then reappear up there, I open this, I close these doors, come through here and sprint up those stairs over to the other elevator entrance.
This whole time, I was convinced there was an elevator.
Be careful. See you.
Elevator.
Have a nice ride.
Bye. Boop, boop, boop.
Meanwhile, acting, so you're not paying too close attention to it. And presto!
So what are each of your favorite moments that your character gets to participate in?
What's yours?
I always go back and forth between the end of the first act, when we get stuck in the script and keep repeating the same bit over and over and over again because someone says their line wrong. They take the cue for the wrong line.
Right,
and we're stuck in it stubbornly until he finally fixes it.
Right.
But what we have to go through in that little bit of time is always fun. It's always fun to hear how the audience suffers with us during that point. And it marks the end of the act, and we've been ramping up to this point. It's just a really good release to get through that moment.
And do you feel like that scene kind of evolves with the audience?
It sure does, yeah. I mean, the show really does overall. There are so many sort of big laughs, but then the thing that really tells an audience's hand is the sort of rolling laughter. We call them the like 3, 4, 5 jokes instead of the 8, 9, 10 jokes. You know, like the little giggles here and there where we realize that because they've laughed at that thing that we just did, we're going to get one of the 10 laughs in Act 2 when we call back to that.
Oh my goodness, like,
So
like an ocean wave.
very
We know
much
it's
so.
coming.
Very much so. And it's like, it feels like jazz a lot of the times too.
Yeah.
Like catching the energy that they're putting out, and we know then that we have permission to do this little thing, and they're gonna see all of it.
That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. Okay,
What
I've
would
been
you
trapped
say?
in those waves.
Yeah, I think similarly, my favorite moments are ones when I get to react with the audience or bounce off what's going on. Those are generally the most fun and surprising, and they feel pretty authentic all the time because it's like just playing with what's there.
Because your
Not
character,
surprising.
in particular,
Yes.
intentionally
Yeah.
interacts with the
Yes.
audience,
Yes, it's his
which
first time
doesn't
with an
get
audience,
old
so, yeah.
the whole time. It's hilarious. Which is because I know it's coming, and so like you're in the audience and you want to feel for a moment like you're part of it, you know, a little more. So like you're immune, like I know that's gonna happen. And when it happens, it still catches me off guard. I'm like, damn it, that was still really funny.
On guard! Ha! Nice try, Cecil, but no match for my skill. You know, sometimes I forget you're Charlie's brother. You're so pathetic. Yeah! Wow! And that's our fight call.
I don't know about this, you guys.
Now I'm going to thrust for you, and you're going to defend it right there at your shoulder. You ready?
Okay, yes.
Ha! Very well done.
All right.
Now you're going to come to my shoulder. Yes.
Okay.
Now come down to my hip. Yes. Now I'm coming back to your shoulder. Yes. Now strike overhead at my head.
What?
Yes. See how easy that is?
This is better than therapy. I love this. Okay.
Yep. Now come at me. That's it. Here's the other trick with these fencing swords.
Yes.
Is that it's not a whack, it's a jab.
Jab with the sword.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you hold yours up again in a defensive mode, up at your shoulder, yes. So
Yeah.
what I'm not doing this, I'm doing this.
Okay.
Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Do that for me. Yep.
Okay. And then I'm down. Okay.
And then I'm coming for you. Yes.
And then I'm overhand.
Sure, come overhand. And then what I'll do is we'll do the old
Aha.
sweep like that,
No,
right?
no, you don't.
Exactly.
All right.
Which sends you up onto the couch.
Sure, which I'm gonna do exactly as you did, and I'm just gonna look
See
like
how
it
that was?
jumps. How do you do that?
He's a
I'm
cat.
gonna like use this for leverage. All right.
You made it!
I love it. Look at her.
Right here.
And then I say awful things about Sam while I'm down here.
All right, Mom.
Right?
Oh God. Keep going. It's fine.
Okay. So here I come for you. This is simple.
Okay.
Same move here.
Yeah.
You come for me to the shoulder. I'm coming for your hip. So now you're going to defend like this.
Gotcha.
See that? So
Yeah.
you're here, and
Yeah.
now I'm coming down to your hip. Yes. Now up,
Am I?
Overhead.
Okay.
and then I'm going to go
Whoa.
like this, and I'm going to take a swipe, which sends you jumping off. Just like that. And that's how it's done. That's all there is to it.
My palms are sweating so much. Anyone who's like, oh, it's okay, it's prop swords, no one's gonna get hurt.
They're
It's
heavy.
metal. You could hurt someone with a spoon if you wanted
That's
to.
right.
This is a big deal.
So the other thing about this show is now that you've seen it, now you get the experience of bringing people here who haven't seen it, and you get to have the upper hand because you know what's coming, so then you get to watch their faces and watch them take it in.
I'm
and
just
it's,
gonna sit in front of them.
it's just as good as seeing it for the first time by putting it on somebody
That's
else.
so true. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you
really
so
appreciate
much.
you
Thank
doing
you.
this with me.
Thank you.
I feel like I can't keep this, although I'd love to.
I'll take it. We've got extras, I think.
Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much. Guys, you have to come to New World Stages, come see the play that goes wrong, and invite me because we've established I would love to see it again.